It's high season out here in the desert. Basically, high season is November through May. And right now is when buyers are scouting for homes. But today I'm going to talk to you about selling and buying at the same time. Let's say you found a house that you really love, but you still own your own home. Now, you definitely can sell and buy at the same time, but it requires a lot of planning. So, here's some tips to help make the process a little smoother. Before you begin, have a clear understanding of your financial situation, including your mortgage eligibility, the down payment for the new home, and whether you need to finance both transactions simultaneously. You'll need to have the down payment for the new home, which could potentially even come from the equity of your current home. Unless you have the cash, you'll need your lender to get you pre approved for the mortgage. Tell your lender that you want to sell your home to buy a new one. Your lender can then tell you your loan options that are available and their interest rates. Ideally, you have an idea of what kind of profit you're going to make when you sell your house, because then you'll know how much money you're going to have to put down on the new property. Now, this is important. You must know the kind of profit to expect from the sale of your house. Get a competent local realtor who can tell you what your house should be able to sell for. Don't go with a Zillow Z estimate or another online estimator. They're notoriously inaccurate, and you'll probably be very disappointed if Zillow tells you that your house is worth $950,000 and your realtor tells you it's worth $900,000. This disparity will get you so upset and mad. So hire someone who will give you accurate information. Then get your house ready to be put on the market. Start packing up the stuff you don't need. Maybe put it in a storage like pods temporarily. Then make the necessary repairs or improvements to increase your home's value and help it make it sell sooner. Work on the final touches needed before it goes on market. I have several blog posts about staging on the cheap. Most times you don't need to hire a professional stager to take all your furniture out of the house and bring in their furniture. But you do need to make your house look showroom ready. Keep in mind, the less attractive your house looks, the longer it's going to stay on the market. Closings are not going to line up exactly. So if I were you, I would wait until you get offers that are coming in. If you can close in 30 days, that's awesome. But you might want to counter back to close in 60 days. Then it'll give you time to find another property or put an offer on the next property. Ideally, you could close on your house, then an hour later, close on the new house. The proceeds from the sale of your existing house will be transferred to the new one. Your escrow company can then ideally could close on the same day. But let's say you get an offer on your house, you counter back with 50 or 60-day escrow, and the buyers agree to a short time frame to do their inspections. After their inspections, they'll know, and so will you, if anything needs repairs. Now, these repairs may be significant or minor. You're under no obligation to make these repairs, but if they're minor, many buyers will ask for repairs, but really don't expect you to repair them. But if the repairs are major, well, then you may have to credit the buyers the cost of those repairs in escrow to keep the deal alive. Generally, buyer inspections can tell you how serious they are in buying your house. Also, you could also put an offer in on the new house on a contingent basis, stating that you must sell your existing house before you move forward. But in a market that's more favorable to sellers, chances are that your contingent offer won't be entertained. So resist the temptation of making an offer on something new until the sale of your existing house is so solid that you're not worried you're going to have to cancel on the house that you're buying. Now, I've talked about trying to line up closings of two houses at the same time, but consider the possibilities if you went house hunting after you sold your house and you don't find anything or your offers aren't accepted for one reason or another. You're going to need to have a plan B. You need to know where you're going to live in between selling and buying. You got to know if you're going to live in an Airbnb or an extended stay, hotel, or even with family or friends. Hopefully, this information has been helpful. Best of luck to you. And if you're looking in the local desert area, I'd certainly like to help you. Bye-bye.